Well, everybody, it's what's for dinner. This is the first time I have ever seen a night crawler that large just crawling on the ground. Wow. Well, everybody, we're on another road trip. We are headed to Pennsylvania. We're going to be staying in an old stone cabin. The roof has been updated with the metal roof, but everything else is made of stone. This adventure is going to be an adventure of a lifetime.
Where my daddy's rock and roll took a hold of me. Skinner and Hank, they taught me how to bend a string to break a heart. The southern way's just the way we are. I grew up in the country with the 12-gauge shotgun. I grew up in the country underneath that sweet gum, out chasing rock and roll. Don't forget, now everybody knows that I grew up in the country, and the country grew up in me. Made my way to Tennessee with a band of Alabama boys like me. Found a stage to let us play. I cranked back a shot.
Well, we've made it to our destination. I'm out here trying to find the outhouse. Ooh, I think I see it. Up there. We will find it. It's kind of stealth. I think it's right there. This looks like this has been used for a campsite. And I have finally found the outhouse. It looks like there's something over there too. I can see why they say they don't recommend that we venture out at night. Yeah, looks like a pretty decent outhouse anyway. Oh, it's just a homemade lugabaloo like they have down in the cabin. It's got some sawdust there to put on top. There it is. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. There we go. Works perfectly fine. They furnish you some cedar chips right there in the bucket. Then your toilet paper is in there. And yeah, and a lid that goes on there. Yeah, and there is some hand sanitizer to finish up with. Yeah, good enough. Rustic means rustic. I have been waiting for it. this for a long, long time. Yeah. You can see the roof of the cabin. It has been updated to metal. I think I've already told you guys that. I will say that there is no service here, so, and if any of my subscribers would like the location of this and think they might want to come sometime, send me a private message and I will give you the location. But there is no service, so we have downloaded a few movies off of YouTube that we can watch when we're offline for tonight. But yeah, and I think I'm going to get settled in and put the grill together. We're cooking with charcoal this weekend, and we brought some steaks and no potatoes. We brought some ear corn, some baked beans, so we're going to eat good tonight. This is the first time I have ever seen a night crawler that large just crawling on the ground. Wow. Here's our little bottom. Yes. And that's how we're cooking right there. Well, I told y'all it was a rustic cabin. Age, I'm unsure of, but I know it's old, old, old. At one time it had electric, and now it doesn't. We'll just do a quick look around here. I lit a candle to have a little light. It does have a wood burner. If anybody wanted to come up here in the winter time. Behind here is the Lugabaloo. And I told you they warned us not to go out after dark, so that is our humanure toilet. This is the little lamp that we purchased on the way up, that battery operated. She's an old one. Does have a table and 2 chairs in here. They furnished some firewood. There is even a splitter, log splitter. And here is a bunch of tools that are here. Can you imagine living here back in the day? Man, it is cool in here. It is 80 outside, and I'll bet you it is 65, maybe 70 in here. It feels damp though. It does feel damp. This is how you get up in the loft, right here. So, let's see if I can figure out how to get up there real quick. Nice. Nice loft. Let me see. Can I turn my... Okay. Couple adults or children could lay to sleep down there. There is a day bed where someone could sleep. There is a carbon monoxide smoke detector. Another window. And this is a, looks like double queen. It's got a little place to sit here. And like a little dressing stool. But yeah. Extra pillows and blankets should you need them. Can't complain about that. A fire extinguisher right there. Yeah, we can't complain about that. Now it is nice and toasty up here. Warm down there, but toasty up here. Not much to look at up here. Just a place to sleep, some nice sleeping quarters. Well, we got the fire going. Y'all say, well, why do you need a fire when it's 80 degrees? There's a lot of bugs, so I wanted to get the smoke going and try to clear some of these bugs out. We'll talk a little bit about what I do for safety when I'm out on these trips. Connie and I is getting ready to walk this trail. It is marked with pink blazes. We've never been here before. We don't know what we're going to run into. There are bears, coyotes, and there is an escaped convict in this area right now as we speak, unless they've caught him in the last several hours, who is probably desperate. He's a murderer doing life. But when I'm in these places, I have two lines of self-defense. Or an animal, my first line of defense is always my bear spray. I don't want to shoot an animal, and I don't want to shoot a bear and make it mad. But for a human being, and this escaped convict, he's probably pretty desperate right now. But this never comes out of my holster unless I'm ready to use it. If this comes out of my holster, I'm going to use it. But if I don't need it, it's not going to come out of my holster. I don't play around with it. So I always have at least two lines of defense, sometimes three lines of defense. If I have my knife hanging from my side, I would have 3 lines of self-defense. But you always want to have some type of self-defense when you're on these trips. Pennsylvania is like Ohio, is a open carry. You don't need a license, and you can defend yourself. So always have self-defense when you're out, especially in places you don't know. We're in a rural, I always have trouble with that word, but we're in a rural area. We are off the grid, and you should always have an inReach with you, which we don't. If I was by myself, it would be dangerous. I do have Connie with me this weekend, so if I would get hurt badly, at least she could go for help. If I didn't have an inReach and I was by myself and I got hurt badly, I would have no way of letting anybody know. So self-defense, inReach, always let somebody know where you're going to be. Let them know where you're going to be before you even go. Okay? That's just a tip from Endless Weekends. All right? Here we go. We're going to try to do these pink blazes. Go ahead and let's start off, honey. There she goes. I gotta let her run a little bit every now and then. She ran up there and found a place to go to the bathroom in private. Star! Come on!
Is that her foot? Yes.
Probably.
What if she runs into a bear?
You see where the pink go? Did they go up here? Oh yeah, to the right. Getting close to dusk, we won't be able to go long. Supposedly there is a place down here where the creek crosses the river, so we'll find out the way the trail goes.
Yeah,
Come on, Star! Star!
the star singer.
I don't think so. This is the way the trail goes. Come on, Star! Well, I saw a couple deer run across the trail, and Star was off on another little tangent, so she didn't see him. I'm glad she didn't. She'd have probably barked her head off and tried to chase him. Unfortunately, Connie didn't get to see him either.
I'll stay here, honey.
Isn't this beautiful, you guys? Oh my gosh. It was 3 hours to get here and over 200 miles. Oh my. And you guys really can't see depths or grades very well. That is so beautiful down in there. We better get on or we're not going to be back before dark. Come on. Get right. Huge boulder up there.
Oh yeah.
Huge boulders there. There's no bike up there. We're beside one of these boulders now going down through here. It has a bluish tint to it. It's blue rock. Isn't that neat? I don't know whether the oil boom and the natural gas boom is over in Pennsylvania. There for a while it was going strong, that frackling.
I said that those trees have grown up around that rock.
Wow.
That tells you how old that rock is.
Yep.
How long it's been there.
Yep. This is all downhill, folks. Means it's going to be all uphill going back. This is starting to get a lot more narrow. Connie just hid behind a tree from Star, and Star realized, I said, where'd she go, Star? And I said, let's go find her. And Star went flying up through there. She got to that tree and she found her. There's an old mushroom. I don't know whether it's edible or not. I'm not going to take a chance. What is that? Wow. Rick from Going Again would know. I'm going to take a picture and then I will have it for my Google Lens.
Especially because I'm sure some of the big birds.
Now there is a print that is not a deer. Right there. That is not a deer. I don't know what it is.
Bobcats are not one of these.
It's probably not good enough for Google Lens to tell me what it is. It wasn't defined good enough. I know it wasn't Star either. Way too big for Star. She has got small paws for as big a dog as she is. It's getting harder to find the pink. You have to really, it almost looks orange, but we'll find it. There's pink, there's pink, there's pink. That's the creek. That's what's running by the cabin right there. There's pink there, and pink down there, so we're going the right way. Okay. We keep going this way. Yep, there's more pink. I did not think to turn the camera on, but Star was standing on top of that log right there, and she couldn't get to us, and I told her, jump into that water. And she just jumped down in that water, and then as soon as she realized how deep it was, she just kind of froze. and found it. Here she comes again. Let's see if she'll do it again. Come here, Star. Come on. Come on, over here. Over here. Anyway, as soon as she found out how deep it was, she just kind of froze. I was trying to get her to do it again, but she won't. And then she kind of ran off over around that side and then came back a different way, but she didn't realize it was that deep. We kind of got off the trail, but right up there, as you can see, we found it again. Now we begin our long trek back uphill. Feel better getting back on the trail. We have had intermittent cell service down through here. As we was coming down earlier, we had a text come through from back home, and I was able to tell them that we had made it, so they didn't get concerned. But yeah. Well, everybody, it's what's for dinner. We got some rib steak. As I rise this morning, the sun is starting to come through the treetops. It's such a beautiful, beautiful scene. It's been so relaxing here this weekend in the hills of Pennsylvania. Good morning, you guys. It has been nice here in the hills of Pennsylvania. Been quiet, peaceful. The babbling brook rolling by. Off the grid, so to speak. We did last night while hiking back in the woods. We did have a text come through somehow. But just being here and listening to the babbling brook roll by, and just me and nature, me, Connie, and nature. Sorry, it's usually me and nature, but yeah, been a great time. And if you ask Connie, I'm sure she would say she was glad she came. So yeah. You got these little dogs here. Yeah, they're a little extra to take care of, but they're part of our family. So, but we've had a great time here. I'm going to go get some bacon on, and then we're going to pack up after we eat and head back. We'll see you in a little bit. The hardest part of the morning's done. The bacon is on. We're preparing to get out of here, you guys. Get this fire put out. Just smoldering, but I want to make sure it's out good before we go. It's really wet around here, but I don't want any chances. Any chances. We've always got cooler water we can use too. We've got dog water. Water out of the cooler. And she's out. Another adventure is over. We had fun. We enjoyed ourselves a lot. There's not very many places, unique places like this in the world anymore. But like always, it comes to an end. So camping with endless weekends to you. We love you. Remember to love others the best you can. Never stop dreaming. 50, 60, 70, or 80. Never ever stop dreaming. You're never too old to get out and enjoy the outdoors. So thanks for coming with us. We hope you stayed this long, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.